Dr. Phil is taking on the National Enquirer, the TV host and his wife filing a $250 million lawsuit against the tabloid and its parent company, saying they falsely accused him of spousal abuse. ABC's Lindsay Davis has that story.
Are you kidding me?
He's the booming Texas voice known for dishing out down-to-earth advice.
The thing that will keep you consistent is accountability.
But this morning, Dr. Phil McGraw says he's finished playing nice with the tabloids.
This is just attention-getting behavior on your part.
The talk show host and his wife are now taking American Media Inc., which owns the National Enquirer, to court, suing the company for libel, saying they crossed a line. In the lawsuit, the McGraws allege the National Enquirer and its sister publications published more than 85 false articles about them over the past 13 years, claiming the stories were usually without any legitimate sources, without any basis in fact, or taken entirely out of context.
Dr. Phil has only one person to blame for the skeletons that lurk inside his closet, and that is himself. The National Enquirer, Radar Online, and Star Magazine cannot be held responsible for those actions.
Dr. Phil says the stories were salacious and unfounded. Front cover spreads accuse him of cheating and physical abuse and being a fraud. In the lawsuit, he argues these stories hurt his reputation.
We look forward to successfully defending ourselves in a court of law.
Just this week, the National Enquirer doubled down with another article similar to those Dr. Phil is challenging in his lawsuit.
The real Dr. Phil will be unmasked through depositions, through the evidence we have in our possession, and through this litany of lawsuits that has been filed against him.
Dr. Phil's lawyer tells ABC News in a statement the couple wants to stop these lies and the business practice of libel for profit. For Good Morning America, Lindsay Davis, ABC News, New York.
And joining us now with more on this case, ABC News chief legal analyst Dan Abrams. Dan, we hear that these headlines have been going on for 13 years, so let's talk about the timing. Why sue now?
Well, they had a kind of truce in place from 2013 to 2015 where Dr. Phil agreed not to sue them. They sort of held off on writing new articles. They agreed to sort of toll, which means to extend the statute of limitations if need be. And then, according to Dr. Phil, as soon as that 2-year period ends, they start writing the articles again. He says dredging up the old information again, republishing those articles, those allegations, etc. And that's why it's happening now. One of the legal fights will be over whether the statute of limitations is expired.
Yeah, from Lindsay Davis's piece there, the National Enquirer and its parent company seem very confident. What do you think the chances are that Dr. Phil can win this?
Well, look, these lawsuits are always hard because not only does Dr. Phil have to show that it was false, but he also has to show that the tabloids knew or reasonably should have known it was false. Now, his position is we informed them, they knew it. But remember, a lot of what they're taking, you see those quotes, right, around some of the words in the headlines. Some of those are taken directly from lawsuits against Dr. Phil. And the tabloid is going to say, look, we were simply reporting on what other lawsuits had alleged. So these lawsuits are never easy. There's a whole list of allegations here, and they're going to have to go through each and every one to determine which ones are the strongest ones, which ones make it into court.
All right, Dan Abrams with the latest for us. Thanks so much, Dan.